I have to apologize on this one. I can't pronounce the name. It's E-L-I-D-E, Von, and then it's A-L-V-E-N-S-L-E-B-E-N. So I'm not going to try and get it messed up. I am struggling with Lyme, chronic Candida, hepatic eruptions, etc. for over 20 years, misdiagnosed for 12 years now, I bet. It's chronic for past 3 years. We introduced to you by Dana Walsh. Have been watching your videos daily. I live in Bermuda, nice place, and am unable to travel due to my present condition. Feel my body is crumbling, and it is. You're right on, man. Body pain is between 4 and a 10, and sometimes a 10-10. Daily, I never know what I will wake up to. Do you treat Lyme? I am at such a loss. Elide? Yeah, like, I don't treat Lyme. I don't treat anything. Because if you treat what they call Lyme, you'll never be successful and you'll get worse and worse and worse. They're living proof of it. And the same thing with lupus, and the same thing with fibromyalgia, and the same thing with RA. This is systemic, you're in systemic acidosis, my friend. Call it what you want. But if you want to know the real truthful name in chemistry for this, is systemic acidosis. And if you don't fix this, then nothing ever gets better, and you were absolutely right. Your life is crumbling down. So, listen to these videos. You've got to get on these, get yourself on a raw diet. You're in Bermuda, your perfect place, so get yourself on fruits, berries, and melons. That's it. Get this stuff turned around here and get yourself fixed up. Get on the herbal detox. Get on the 14-week protocol and start moving your lymph. Now, you could have some symptoms up and down. Who cares what you see? You're heading toward Wellville. You're going to open your kidneys filtration. You're going to get your adrenals up and get this lymph filtering. This will pull all the pain out of your body, and probably sulfur too. Because my guess with this Lyme, you probably have a lot of sulfur in you. Why the chronic Candida? So I would use heavy parasite in, maybe a dropper and a half, 2 dropper fulls, 3 to 4 times a day. But I'm going after my lymph system. With that, I'm also, I have liver hepatic herbs in that kit. So I'm going to hit your liver gallbladder for about a month and a half. Then I'm going after your skin, which has similar herbs in it anyway. So actually, I'm going after your skin, your liver, and gallbladder. And I'm going to hit the pancreas for the first 2 or 3 months. But what goes wrong in the liver? What goes wrong in the heart? What goes wrong in the kidneys? The lymph system. Each tissue has blood, nerve, and lymph. Blood, nerve, and lymph. Blood, nerve, and lymph. Blood, nerve, and lymph. As the 3 energy flows that sustain all tissue. Blood feeds them, nerve moves them, and lymph cleans them. So you have feeding, moving, and cleaning. Blood, nerve, and lymph. And all tissues have it. Heart, lungs, bowels, kidneys, everybody. When they're down, the organ or gland is down. Now, what can make them down is the gland that produces the hormones or steroids involved in that process can be down. Right? Genetics or whatever. But what makes them all go down? What really makes everything go down? Well, you only got 2 sides of chemistry. Got to address that one. Acids. So, what's the nature of acids and what do acids do to me? It dehydrates you. It creates what we call a gomulation, or what we call a cationic environment. It's an environment of dehydration, everything starts sticking, tumors start forming, all of these things. The only way you're going to be successful at a remedy is simply walking to the other side of chemistry. I'm just going to walk on this side of chemistry. Now I'm on the healing side of chemistry. But if you walk back over to the acid side of chemistry, enjoy the pain. Because that's what you're doing. So you can go on your paleo diets and everything else, but enjoy the pain. Enjoy where that's going to take you. Because there's no such thing as paleo. Really look at that. That's such a myth, I think. The universe cavemen, for sure. But not where we came from. So don't be at a loss. Get yourself focused. You've got a human body here that is made of cells. And you've got 2 major fluids. You've got a blood flow, which is your nutritional flow. Causes no pain, causes no problems, unless you ain't getting it there. Or you make it acidic. and you're dead. Now, the other flow in a house is your sewer flow. Thank you. Your exhaust system, your sewer flow, your lymphatic system. That system is the one of acids. That's the system of one of pain, swelling, tumors, cysts, skin, lupus, Lyme's, the loss of calcium. It sucks calcium out of you. Edema, all fall under this roof of acidosis. And unless you correct that, I don't know how you get better. You can throw anything in there you want in the body. You can throw pharmaceuticals of all kinds. You can throw vitamins and minerals of all kinds, amino acids of all kinds, your CoQs. You can throw in, let's throw in some probiotics. Let's throw in some digestive enzymes. None of that will help you or save you. None of it. You have to roll up your sleeves and understand a little bit how your body's made, which we teach all through here, all these videos, and then go after it. And it won't take long and you'll have your life back. Because you're trying to treat, but you don't know any better. And that's the problem. Our society treats. Treatment never cures. Never. But if you reverse how you created this, always cures. Always cures. So my friend, get yourself on a fruit, berry, and melon diet. Look on the protocols or set up you a 14-week protocol here, or get a counselor connected and you'll get yourself cleaned up. No more lupus. Lupus, Lyme's, fibromyalgia, guys, very doable, very getting rid of. I don't use curable because those are diseases and diseases aren't curable. But when you have systemic acidosis, which they call those things, very curable. All is. And there's no reason you can't get yourself cured with this at all. One more, I gotta go, one more, but we'll do one more. This is Maria. Maria. Dear Tim, I write seeking advice in stopping Jensen coffee enemas. I know it. Which I have been self-administering ×2 daily for 6 years. Uh-oh. She's only 29 years young, and she's 5'5" and 155 pounds in weight. Yeah, I had a dentist friend, and he's an older man, retired dentist, and he had actually, his parents dropped him off at an orphanage. So he was raised in an orphanage growing up, and he said if they ever ate an apple, they thought they died and went to heaven. Bread, I can't remember all the stuff he told me, peanut butter sandwiches, almost like a large sandwich. I come from a place where, boonies and some of the, depends how about far back you go. Far past Honey Boo Boo, but back there they have large sandwiches. I had school friends that had large sandwiches for lunch. Bad place. But anyway, well, we all know that coffee is an extreme stimulant. We know a lot of you are drinking coffee in the morning just to have a bowel movement. So this stupid Jensen thing, it just upsets me so much because they've been on this planet long enough to grow spiritually. They've worked with enough people to understand that this does nothing but compromise the person. You can't stimulate your lymph system to work with coffee enemas. That's insane. What you end up doing is innervating your nervous system. And you end up getting to the point where you can't poop at all. He came to me because he was telling me this story when I first met him. He came into me and he telling me this story, and he said, we had a lot of white flour, a lot of white bread, a lot of ice cream, a lot of that. He said, I've always had extreme constipation, and I've always used coffee enemas to fix myself. And we're talking years. And I said, then I know why you're here. And he says, why? I said, you can't poop, can you? He said, not unless I do the coffee enema. So that's the problem. And that just shows you wrong way to get healthy. You should never have to do anything like that. You should never have to hurt yourself to get better. That's ridiculous. So, all right, here we go. I've got stomach and bowel number 5. All right, that's not a laxative. but it's bucking one. So number 5, all right? You're going to have to get on my number 5. And if you can step down to number 3, God bless you. But I would hit number 5, and I would do 2-3 times a day and see if you could still have a BM. If not, you might have to give yourself an enema or go up to 3 times a day. I had a lady that had Crohn's on 20 a day, number 5s, just to have a bowel movement. I saved her and got it fixed. But, I had to go pretty high up there. But you've got to use a non-addictive formula with D.Sc in it to pull yourself out of this. Because now you have to enhance. I'd also use brain and nerve number 2. I would use adrenal 400s, that sort of thing, to turn on my neurotransmitters, to get my adrenals up. That'll turn on the autonomic, which is peristalsis. Definitely want to get the lymph moving, because the harder the lymph is, the harder the bowel wall is, harder to have good peristalsis. See, dehydration of the lymph makes hard. So when you have hard intestinal walls, it's harder to have good peristalsis. Damn. So, you have to go that way. Of course, you want fruit because you want that, and you don't want juicing, you want the fiber. You want to start eating the fiber. You want that alive electrical fiber in that bowel, turning on that bowel wall, turning on the nervous system in the bowel wall. You want that electrical fiber. Easy to digest foods, things like that. Number 5, use that. And then as you start moving better, come down off of 5, go to 4 or number 3. And then you're doing good with that. Okay, I'm moving really good. I'm going to go down to number 2. I'm doing good now. I'm going to go down to number 1, which has nothing in it to move you whatsoever. Total cleanser. And that's where you want to go. That's where we try to go with everybody's down to number 1, and there we go. And that's where you're going to have to do something like that and follow this process to get out of this, because I've had people, like I said, locked, can't go anymore, and overstimulates the liver. You don't get anywhere by stimulation of tissue. You want dynamic energy from cells. You don't want a stimulated cell. Okay, I'll do my work. Okay, no, I'll do my work. See? That's from the cell. That's power from the cell. That's what we're going for. Not, stimulate me. I can't even think. I'm so tired. We want to energize, promote, enhance, enliven, turn on. It's good. Let's see. My health is good apart from acne on my shin and the excess weight. So it tells me you might have a little bit of thyroid in there too. The weight's probably going to be adrenal, definitely adrenals, but you might have a little thyroid here with the skin, so you want to look at your basal temperatures, honey. She's moving increasingly toward a fruit program. I'd be doing it sooner than later. Get off of these friggin' coffee enemas crap. Are you a cancer case? Because that's generally the people that go to Gerson. So you really want to think about kidneys. You want to get rid of that consciousness, because that goes nowhere, and really get into this higher level of understanding the body and how to get your lymph moving and really fix this. But now my diet still includes almost daily cooked vegetarian foods, including grains. After 2 days without a coffee enema, I get very bad headache. Oh, I bet. I bet. And I feel bloated and gassy. Oh, I bet. Oh, yeah. And you might have to ride with that headache. You might have to ride that. I mean, you can titrate slowly if you want, but you need to get on these bowel formulas. But if you do that, get on the fruit, get on the herbs, all the herbs for the lymph and the kidneys and all that, it might pull that headache out of there. If it's a frontal headache, this is why. Stomach and bowels, you overstimulated them real bad, And so, make the jump. You got to do it. Start eating all your fruits. Get away from this other crap. Don't wait, Maria. Don't wait. You can do it now. You can do it. Here, we got all behind you. We're all behind her, right, everybody? You too? We're all behind her. Okay, let's go. We're behind you, Maria. You're going to stop the coffee enemas. You're going to get number 5s. Calm down slowly. You can top the number 5 enemas, but do it within a week. Because you're going to see some liver problems coming and stuff like that, and you don't want that. Not worth hurting yourself trying to get well. That's ridiculous. Don't need to do that. I love you guys. Thanks for putting up with me. Sometimes I get a little quirky, but there's just so much suffering out there. It's sad to me that this planet has gotten itself in such an ignorant position. I mean, it's a lot of unawareness here, and a lot of these ideas and theories are like, what? I mean, how do you come up with stuff like some of this stuff? I don't know. You know, man sunk pretty low, so it's our job to get him up. So we are, and I'm so proud of each and every one of you guys, and keep working with that now. Keep working with that. Put the mind out there, and you here in the moment. You know, you be the observer. Let the mind go. Don't follow the mind when it's going. You stay back here in the now, and let your mind bring you back. You be awake to the answers. It'll come, and they'll be right there. The answer to your question will come right into your consciousness. But get used to letting your mind go on its own journey, because it is its own body. You're just a powerhouse for that body. You're supplying power so that body is you're the turn-on switch of the mind, you're the turn-on switch of the emotions, and you're the turn-on switch of the physical body. You pull your attention out of the physical body, cut that cord, you're done. That's it. Same thing with the astral body and mental bodies. You know, you are the living truth. You remember that? You are the living truth. You are the living energy, the living consciousness out those eyes. And that you is infinite. That you is a gigantic, infinite, I didn't even say a being, because you're part of the all. And it's a pleasure to work with each and every one of you. So you all have a great night or day, whatever that is when you view this. And to all you kids out there, eat your fruits, berries, and melons, guys and gals. It's going to make you smarter than the average bear. Bye-bye. Love you all.